Okay, so the chat is definitely agreeing with the call for mosques, so we'll happily go for founder belief. We're going to grab tithe, and the follower belief will grab mosques. And founder religion. Perfect. Alright, so if we are going to be making a settler, what's our bonus food at? Base 1. This is actually the ideal settler production setup. There's nothing else we could do to increase our hammers for settler production. Food does contribute to settler production. If you're not aware of how, I did make a video on that over at my YouTube channel, how food contributes to settler production. But basically, food is converted to hammers, although the returns are diminishing. So the first 2 food are directly converted to hammers. At 4 food, you get 3 bonus hammers, and then at increments of 4 after that. Okay, so we're in business as far as having a religion and the potential to pick up a Reformation belief goes. Now, do I want to spend these 9 turns on that settler? I might want to buy the settler or buy the lighthouse, or more importantly, buy another cargo ship. So that means we're going to need animal husbandry. A lighthouse is going to cost me 400. I could also try my luck at the Great Lighthouse, which might be a bad idea. Alright, we've got the spare happiness. Let's see. Let's go and sell our gold to Elizabeth. We probably should have done this a while back, but better late than never. Okay, so now we can buy the lighthouse. I don't have anyone scouting Ireland. It could be full of barbarians. But I think I'm willing to chance it. We can embark the settler and have him scout very slowly. Alright, getting a second city is going to be pretty important. We'll go with the settler production here. So Wilksy is saying that I should change the deer over to a hill for another hammer. That's not true. Right now, each of these food is being converted to a production because that's how it works. We could buy the settler. That might be the better way to go. Well, certainly, if I can find space for a 3rd city, that will be a purchased settler. Chopping a forest would take a turn off, that's for sure. So when this worker's done with the silver, we could wander over there. So buying the settler and building the lighthouse is definitely a better option, but I've already invested a couple turns into this, and I am getting nice food conversion off of that as well. So, well, is that true? The hill, it would get us the same amount of food or production. Although, no, actually, you guys were right. This would get me 1 more production because I'm allowed to go negative on food. So, it's not the deer that would do it for me, but this guy, since this guy's not making any hammers, we don't need the maximum faith production. This gets us a little more production for the settler, but doesn't shave a turn off. We do need forests for the faith, but we can chop the deer tile without any repercussions. And Blog 85 is calling for a lot of oil east in the water, presumably. And we'll find that out eventually. Okay. Well, Elizabeth does have a cargo ship Looks like she's too good. Oh, okay. She is trading with me. That's excellent. So that's giving us a huge booster of science. We're making more science off of trade than off of whatever it is our scientists are doing in Edinburgh right now. Elizabeth just built the Great Lighthouse, so she's going to have massive naval movement. But if we do manage to conquer her, which I think will be pretty critical to our win here, we'll have the lighthouse for ourselves. So I'm not disappointed that she built the lighthouse. In fact, I'm rather pleased. Now, do I want to buy the lighthouse right now? It's not going to help with the settler production. We could buy a cargo ship. Let's buy that cargo ship. We need more science. Choosing research. Okay, we do have the marble, so we'll want to get over to masonry. And a chop. That would hurry our settler by 1 turn, and then we'll go and work on a camp and then improve the marble. Seems like a good flow, and then we'll swing back to the copper. We can also go and sell something to the Dutch. We're not friends, so I would rather have the lump sum. Elizabeth doesn't have the full amount. We could sell, let's see, the silver for 6 gold per turn. Let's see if he'll take 7. 7 gold per turn. That's really good. 8. Alright, 7 gold per turn. Should I wait for the lump sum, wait for either a declaration of friendship with William, or for Elizabeth to get enough money? We have some more luxuries coming online. We can sell that for gold per turn for now. Fortify, and swing into the next turn. Alright, so chopping this forest would hurry along our settler. It does lose us some food. Alright, I will reconsider based on the chat's advice here. Do I want to lower my production? I think going a little lower on food and upping production will be okay, plus speeding our settler along. But that's because we do have the 3 fish tiles, so that should end up working pretty nicely for us. Let's keep that chop going, but your thoughts on the matter are well noted. Okay, trade route. Over to York, that looks like our only trading partner right now. Still a good yield. Alright, so we're super friends with England, at least for now. Everyone's saying don't chop the deer. I'm very sorry, people. We're chopping the deer. We're just trading the food for a hammer. We'll soon have plenty of awesome food from the fish, so I think we'll be okay there. But I can also understand how you might think that's a bad choice. So now with the forest chopped there, Daniel, or Gulman, Gulilam, this yield has gone from 3 food, 1 hammer to 2 food, 2 hammers. And food is pretty important. We just finished that production, so we need to reset our tiles, lock down here, and we could, well, we'll have to queue up the lighthouse. Lighthouse in 7 turns. Our growth will be good again then, and by that time, hopefully we'll have expanded to some more fish tiles, but not right now. And let's see, we're gonna go and explore Ireland here. Ireland by boat, because I don't want to risk any barbs sneaking up and surprising us. We'll grab trapping next to improve those deer. And how much is it going to cost for me to buy the marble? Could buy the marble just so that this guy doesn't have to walk all the way back to the copper. Alright, let's do that. Buy the marble and then sell the marble. Okay, so if Ireland is free of barbs, then the only risk to my settler is the AI, and I have never seen an AI declare war to grab a settler. So I'm here, I'm hoping that there are no barbs on Ireland, or on this little island here. And if there are, then maybe we can settle the settler over here. Maybe we can check out Iceland. But hopefully we'll be okay. I think it is a small gamble, but it's a calculated gamble, and I think the unescorted settler will be fine for us here. I can radar the sheep tile, but that's it. So radaring is when you use a civilian unit to look for threats, so that's barbs or enemy units. So, at the moment, okay, so there is one barb. He's taking damage, so maybe Elizabeth is working on clearing up the barbs here, and then we can just settle for free. That's also an ideal scenario, and quite likely the AI really does prioritize clearing out camps. We both have embarkation. The AI, of course, and Deity has tons of units to take care of all that. The ideal situation here is that Elizabeth does the work of clearing out the Irish for us, and then we can go and settle a city there before she gets a settler over. I could go over to Iceland, but I don't think that has me running away with the game. Barb ships are possible, but and they won't one-hit kill our settler. So it's safer to be in the water than on land here. Okay, so someone did damage to these barbs. I don't know if they're still at it. But I'm hoping they get taken care of soon. Alright, let's find out where the iron is. That's going to be pretty important for us. If our Galeas rush timing doesn't work, then a frigate timing off of a bulb Oxford could work out. So long as we, stay within 10 techs of the tech leader, the Oxford bulb is usually enough to get us navigation first. Daniel 4165 loves sheep. Sheep tiles are the best. And you call me happy saying that sheep are a luxury for us Celts because of haggis. Alright, so lots of barbs here. Let's see. Unfortunately, we only have a sight radius of 1, so long as they don't move, we can chance landing somewhere. Maybe this hill, although I do want on Ireland first to see what sort of resources we could potentially have. Oh yeah, we definitely need to bring our warrior back, give him embarkation, and then let him do some exploring. In fact, I totally forgot about doing that. We should have been doing that like 10 turns ago. So we'll bring him back, get him embarkation. He's not going to explore Ireland, but oh no, we're in trouble here. That hand axe. Okay, well, there's a fish here, that's useful. Now, hopefully we don't run into a barbarian galley, otherwise this whole naked settler plan was very ill-advised. Okay, one attack from a hand axe and our super expensive settler. That was 9 turns of production and a forest chop. Will be completely wasted. But let's see. Definitely some brave settler explorers. Kasawabon, exploring with a lone settler. Next level strats, that's right. Of course, that was followed by the troll face, but we'll take our compliments where we can get them. Okay, is it going to be risky? We won't be able to be shot here, and that's water. Okay, well, okay, so if the hand axe hasn't moved, he's right here. I would like to settle somewhere near these crabs. This is going to be dangerous. We might need to send the warrior over, in which case he's got an embarkation. Okay, fine, we'll send the warrior over. We should have done that a while ago, and he should have gone to this hill instead of over here. My mistake. Pictish warrior. No, we're not going to be able to make good use of those. But a scout to go and meet some people on the continent seems like a good plan. And we also want to get growth going, so we'll switch off from... I suppose we can cut the faith down slightly. Buy up some more fish tiles. 60, 60... Alright, so we'll slow production down slightly. That's not going to slow our settler timing down. We'll get a lot of food coming in, growth in 6. Does that slow my settler? It does. Okay, so we'll keep on pumping the settler, or scout rather. And up next, how long is it going to take us to get over to Goliath? And do I have anything else I need to pick up along the way? No, we'll go straight up to Goliath from here. And should I pick up writing before calendar? Yes, we'll do writing before calendar. That'll let us swap embassies. Okay, and we do have iron. That is huge. This is a 6 iron, excellent. I'll put a camp down here. And let's go scouting with this guy. We'll get a full scout out on Ireland, and then maybe we'll check out Iceland, and then we'll go and meet some more of the civs, maybe either on the Scandinavian coast or head down towards Africa. That poor settler. Okay, over this way, hand axe. We need to ooh, another 6 iron. Okay, well, we need to run away from that hand axe. So this should be a safe tile. Oh yeah, settling right on the iron. We definitely need backup from the warrior though. So he should have gone to this hill, unfortunately. Into the water, over this way. We'll bring the trireme over to scout where exactly the barbs are, and if we can ever get a turn. No, that's too much to. Well, the hand axe only has a range of 1, both for the range attack. Well, for the range attack. So if we can find out where exactly the hand axe is going to be, we can settle right on that iron. It's a hill too. We'll have the 3 crabs. Elizabeth won't be too happy that we settled right beside her. The sooner we settle, the better, because then we can deny her the crab and then just sell her crab, which will mean a lot for us in terms of gold income while we remain friends. Okay, now if we anticipate getting the crab, we should work on a workboat. Workboats are also really nice scouts. But if I do want to meet people, get that beaker cost down, maybe a second worker. We do need another worker here, especially if we are going to settle Ireland. Alright, fine. We'll go work on a worker for now. And over this way. Ooh. Oh no, Elizabeth is here. We can block off her settler slightly. Let's sit right there. How long is it going to take for my trireme to get down here? A while. Okay, so we'll block off the pathing for that settler. If she drops here, I think we're going to have to risk encountering the barbarian hand axe. And we'll hop in the water here. It's tense. It's tense. Okay, so she's not going for Ireland with that settler. She went back this way. Hopefully, okay, nice to meet you there, Napoleon. Okay, so the mod that replaces the blank screen for the higher, for the civs that wouldn't normally get the animated screen is working. We've got a nice, very stoic Napoleon sitting here, nice and patiently. Let's sell him an embassy for some dollary dues. And let's see if England will do something about these barbs. So there are a lot of situations where our play could have been tighter. We could have had this guy over here a lot sooner, for example. Alright, so our settler's still in a safe position. We're not going to be able to take that Iron Hill. At least Elizabeth is distracting the barbs there. Well, let's move our settler over one. Yeah, we're not in danger of any hand axes, and it does put us out of range of that archer. We'll move over here. We'll bring this guy down for blocking duty. Where did that settler go? Is it hiding in York? Did it go down to the south? Oh, there are ancient ruins which we could potentially snag as well, if so long as these barbarians keep that English archer occupied. All right, so Ireland is ripe with opportunity and savages. Okay, good. So she's working down the brute here. This is... But our warrior got attacked. I can't risk dropping in here with the settler. We're going to need some defense here. And we'll just stick on blocking duty here. No, we'll do some more scouting. Find out where Elizabeth has gone with that settler. Maybe she went to the mainland, or she settled there much earlier. So, if our long-term plan is going to be to attack England, we do need to keep people at war with her, so that she settled what's probably right next to France, and maybe Spain, maybe Portugal. I'm not entirely sure what this map looks like, but we could more easily bribe... Oh, nice! Thank you, barbs! The Irish managed to fend off the English settlers. That's perfect. Okay, so next turn we're going to drop the warrior and our settler, settle on the iron, 2 turns from then, and then we'll have an awesome Irish city, and we can rename that, I don't know, my geography friends in chat will have to let me know what we should name this city, this little iron city here, right across from York. We're just on regular barbarians. They aren't raging or anything like that. Oh, what kind of... Oh, what? Napoleon, come on! Come on! It's almost like he knows. On the plus side, thanks to all the hard work by our Irish barbarian friends, we will have a free worker. We will assimilate the Irish into the Scottish fold. Hopefully, I'm not insulting anyone with my semi-racial / regional story here. Okay, we'll have to wait for Napoleon to move his scout, but we're in good shape for settling the awesome city of Dublin, or Belfast. Looks like we have 3 calls for Belfast and 2 calls for Dublin, with a couple for Waterford and Ironland, Iron Hills, or Moscow. We've got lots of options. Alright, so let's throw up a declaration of friendship with the Netherlands, and we can sell them our marble. Yeah, we don't want to keep Elizabeth too overstocked on happiness. We are friends. We're good friends. We're planning to remain friends with her for at least another 20 or 30 turns, but eventually she's going to have to go if we want to stay relevant in this game. Really, Napoleon, you're going to fortify on the Iron Hill? Wow. Who would have thought the AI could make such intelligent and annoying decisions? Alright, so let's go and sell our marble for 240. And I suppose... move back over this way. What's happening with this barb camp? Elizabeth has cleared it out, and she's probably going to grab those ancient ruins. Our settlers just hanging out. They can go to sleep. Settling here wouldn't be bad either. I mean, well, let's just hope. We'll bring the warrior back around, and then by that time hope that Napoleon has moved his scout. And we can do a bit of scouting here. 1, 2, and back to protecting the settler. Alright, so now unfortunately England has almost certainly grabbed those ancient ruins. Trade here. We could swap embassies just so I can see where Berlin is. Right next to Austria, right over here, they've got one of the new modded luxuries, Lapis Lazuli, and Bismarck apparently is causing some trouble for Lord William. I think it's a little early for a war, although it would be just a free war. Well, let's keep an eye on the diplomatic axis with Berlin / Germany. We can start making friends with anyone who is not really friends with Germany, and then make them public enemy number 1, at least for this stage of the game. Okay, so do I want to land here and then walk in? That's an option, although okay, so that hand axe is going to be cleared out soon. Let's land here. That would be really good. We'll see if the English decide to attack the hand axe and we can get the free settler and the ruins. Seems unlikely, but who knows how the AI thinks. No, really, who knows? I don't. Okay, so they cleared out the hand axe. The barbed settler and runes might be available, and if the French scout moves, I'll be sad to miss out on the free worker and the runes, but I will be able to grab the iron. So it's a win-win. And let's swap embassies with Harold. Yeah, that would be the worst case scenario if the English retook their settler and settled blocking off Ireland completely from me, but they didn't, for whatever weird reason. Okay, we'll take the unit. And this is now free of barbs. I really would prefer the iron, but we can settle here instead. It does get us one more fish, and puts us out of range of the sheep, but we do have some sheep over by Edinburgh to satisfy the haggis lovers. Alright, so we'll settle right here. It looks like Napoleon wants to sit there forever, although he is fully healed. He should move now, especially with there's no threats around. I really would rather the iron settle, but I don't want to risk waiting. I could risk waiting one more turn. And let's scout over in this direction briefly. Get the copper online. And this worker, since we got a free worker, there's going to be less demand for this guy. I suppose we don't want to do anything with these forests. I'll keep the druidic lore going in. We could put a mine here if we expand to the sheep tile, put a pasture there, and definitely want to be mining that iron hill. In fact, is York at risk of grabbing that? No, nor London. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. And the sheep tile there is also safe. Okay. Pop it here. Germany's expanded over to the Scandinavian coast. And it looks like if we are about to settle, we do have the money to buy workboats. Let's not waste time on that. Let's go for a library here. It's not really the most exciting thing. Settling on the iron does stop me from dropping a mine on that, it's true, which does mean less overall production, but it does guarantee me the denial of the crabs from England. So I think I would prefer that. It's also going to get me more production initially. Yeah, so I think we're going to try, hoping that Napoleon moves off here. But he didn't. Well, or maybe he's like much later in the player order number and he's about to move. Okay, good. Perfect. Perfect. So he's fully healed. No barbs. Time for him to move off. We would get the 3 forests for maximum druidic lore if we settled right here, but that's just one more faith. I think I'd happily just grab this, and just to be safe, we'll cover our settler, get this guy ready to farm up the wheat tile, and we can go exploring. Alright, so Ireland worked out really well for us there. And we can pop in the water again. Okay, what tiles are we working? These are all reasonable. I would like to buy our way over to the fish. Let's do that. When's the copper finishing? 5 turns. Okay, so we're going to be unhappy briefly. I don't need, while we are unhappy, I don't need all that extra food bonus. We'll keep on working the high tiles. And then once we get another luxury online, for example with the crabs, which I'll hook up off of a purchased workboat, and we'll get a whole chain of those going, get all the crabs online, sell them to all of our friends. Namely, at the moment, that's just the Netherlands and England. We'll get rolling with that. We just met Venice. Do I even want to know where they are? Well, I know where they are, but do I want to get vision of their capital? That could be good. For later on when we try to steal text. Potentially getting a sea route going, although I think the route is way too long. We've got to curve all the way around Europe here. Alright, so finally, our Irish outpost. No, really? One turn. I was so looking forward to denying England the crab. Wow. Alright, so we could settle here, and we probably should, but we can go over one. That gets us the fish now that we don't have the crab. If only England wasn't in the way here. Oh, that was bad. Bad timing. Good timing by Elizabeth. In fact, if she was human, I would guarantee that she bought that tile. Okay, so now this tile is better. Why don't we take this tile instead? We'll have the full druidic lore. And that English warrior should move off soon. Okay, fine. We'll settle a different spot. Okay, over here we can get a mine going. And yeah, we'll just wait here. The English army should move off now. We just met Spain. I want to see their capital here as well. So the Spanish capital is... the Great One. I have not played Civ 5 multiplayer in a while. I used to play a lot of Civ 5 multiplayer, but I don't have time for that at the moment. In fact, I think we're going to have to wrap this part of the stream up as soon as we settle our Irish city, because, of course, I do need to head out to work. Okay, we'll get the chops in for the iron right away. Yeah, I'm liking that. There are Spanish lands, and this morning's time slot, even though I'm not a huge fan of the mornings, does seem to be working out for us pretty well. So we will resume this stream tomorrow around 7:15 a.m. Eastern Time, or 23 hours from now. 23 hours plus or minus half an hour. We just met Attila. He's really done a lot of exploring here. Let's see where his capital is. Way over here. So his scouts have done a lot of traveling. Alright, so we're going to settle that Irish city, and that will put a cap on today or this morning's stream. Found the city. Well, is anyone else in danger of grabbing that? We do want to get the crabs coming in, so we'll lock this down for now. We'll buy a workboat, then we'll buy the tile, buy another workboat off of selling the crabs, and then get the second crabs online. So that's the plan for tomorrow's stream. And what we'll do here is start work. We do have the discount for shrine production. We can also go and purchase the granary, would be really nice with the double granary resources. Alright, let's buy a granary and start production on a shrine. We can go into a monument after that, and we'll probably purchase the lighthouse. Alright, good. So, oh yeah, we're going to rename this. What were people saying? The most popular one was Belfast, so Belfast has been founded. And we'll get this guy healing up. can we get open borders with Spain? I don't think we have the tech yet. Yeah, it's civil service. Okay, so the trireme will go and try to find Iceland. Okay, let's get that iron online. All right, so that's it for this morning stream. I'm going to stream again tomorrow morning at this time, and based on how that goes, I'm considering doing a regular morning stream, at least until this series is over. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. If you are not currently following me on Twitch, I do encourage you to do so. And I also have a YouTube channel where you can catch up on any episodes of Civ or the other games I play should you miss out. I'm expecting this to be a long-running series, so definitely do check out my YouTube channel if you end up missing anything. Anyways, thank you all again, and I'll see you later.